why we find so many different types of rum, despite the fact that all rums are made from sugarcane. That's what makes it rum. To understand that, it's important to understand the sugarcane cultivation and processing and refining process. So sugarcane is the highest calorie plant on earth. It's one of the most efficient plants at converting sunlight into energy or stored sugars. And it's a tropical grass. It can grow up to 3 meters tall. And then it's harvested. The sugar content peaks around 12 months after cultivation. And then it is cut and refined. So in order to do that, it's chopped and chopped down and then mulched up into kind of a mulch, and then press out the cane juice and extract those sugars. Refining process, the way that it was traditionally done is in a series of heated copper pots. So each copper kettle would have a wood-burning fire furnace underneath it. And as they would first add water to the cane juice and then heat that, and then the sugars would begin to crystallize. And as the sugars began to crystallize, they'd be skimmed off the top of that first pot down into the next pot and heated some more until we got some more crystallization, and on through a series of pots until at the end they usually ended up with basically brown sugar, what we're familiar with, the granulated sugar, but still some molasses coating on the outside. And that can be refined even further using the same process until we get to white granulated sugar. So molasses is basically a byproduct of the sugarcane refining. That is what really led into rum being distilled so much throughout the North and South Americas. Rum can be made directly from the cane juice, and what we see rums like that are cachaça. Bacardi actually distills and ferments directly from the cane juice. But traditionally, rum was made during the colonial era. Rum was made usually from the molasses because that was the byproduct. And so the granulated sugar itself was shipped back to Europe and sold there, but the molasses was a byproduct. And so that's how we make our rum, is directly from molasses. Other rums that are made from molasses are Cuban and Jamaican rums, are usually fermented and distilled from molasses. And then rum can also be made from the granulated sugar itself. That is usually not the most common, but some rum is distilled from the granulated sugar itself. So that's kind of the sugarcane process and where rum can be fermented and distilled from.